5 years ago, I was at the peak of puberty and I was fapping every single day, once or twice. At the time, I didn't realize that I was making a big mistake. But now, after not fapping for over 300 days, I realized what are the worst things about fapping, and I will reveal them to you in this video, and afterwards I will tell you what is the most overlooked benefit of NoFap. And the first out of 3 things is sexualized mind. So when we beat our mates, we don't just do it to our imagination. We might do it sometimes to it, but it's not as fun as opening the hub and doing it to it, right? It's embarrassing, but that's what we do. We are humans and we are designed to crave pleasure, instant one. And by watching porn, we start to become way more sexualized. Along with it, when we fap, this thing by itself triggers us to associate the horny feeling that is completely fine with beating our meat, which is not fine. And then the second thing, it's time. Once we address that almost no one just beat his meat toward his imagination, which is not healthy, but it's way better than watching the hub, we get to the conclusion that most people watch the hub when they fap, and that's really bad. And if you do it, you go into there and you search for the perfect video, the perfect dopamine hit, and it takes time, 10, 20, 30 minutes per day, and it is a waste of it. And that's the second bad thing about it. By fapping, we spend a lot of time doing it, and we are wasting this time for instant, meaningless pleasure. So you might say that fapping is a great way for you to relax, to rest, but there are a lot more restful activities. But think about it even more, the deed itself. We are extremely active, we are not resting, and we can rest doing other way more restful activities, like meditating and taking a nap, bro. They are way better activities for rest. And then the third thing, so once we realize that fapping is not a restful activity by itself, we realize that it demands a lot of energy from us. And that's the third thing, it is a waste of energy, sexual energy, motivation that we can otherwise allocate to way more productive, fulfilling stuff. And that's the biggest benefit of NoFap, is that when we are fapping consistently, we start to associate this horny feeling, this energy with beating our meats, right? But that's what happened to me. After 30 days, I still associated the two. After 90 days, 120 days, after around 200 days, right? That's a lot of fucking time. I stopped to associate the two at all. Right now, at this point in time, when I feel this horny feeling, I don't think about fapping. I can transmute it into motivation to pursue my goals. It's not only about the goals, bro. It's about anything. So when I see a really attractive woman, so a lot of people, most people, will want to fap afterwards, after seeing her, of course, right? They are horny, they've associated this feeling with fapping, but not me, because when I see her, I get 2 desires. One, to get better, get good enough so I can get her, and the second one is to approach her. That's it. I don't think about beating my meat, ejaculating, getting instant pleasure. My instant pleasure is this, but this pleasure is also accompanied by motivation and positive, good emotions that makes me work harder. And that's the biggest benefit of NoFap, is that instead of transmuting this desire to beating our meat, we transmute it into positive, long-term fulfilling stuff that makes us better humans. If you want to get into my Glow Up Academy, in which I teach exactly how you can become attractive and happy and disciplined and glow up basically, it is in the description and it is free for a limited time, so act fast. Bye, bro.